What fun. What fun. I find myself alone atop here again. Sometimes I feel your presence here still, but I know you're not with me now. And that's fine. You're busy, I'm busy. Sometimes more, I wish you'd just have the answers I seek. Rather than play our shy little game. I ought to leave you a gift sometime. I've been using you more for information than I've been making you a friend. I don't know how much you'll like this exactly, but fun to help. Unhurt. Even. Right then. Suppose I better make my way to Wilderness. Got mail to check and hopefully that bunny to meet up with. We shall soon see. The phantasm really is beautiful at this time of night. As is all of Orem. We have our issues, of course. Moore is a divisive architect as of late, but hell, this place is my home. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Just taking it in. It's nice. It's quiet. How fitting. I mustn't delay. I mustn't delay. Well, this is new. Oh, well. I was more overjoyed before I read the sign, but if there's another prawn planet can't hurt. No doubt that's Ilveris's dealings.
What's good, my cat?
Well, hello there.
Well,
Fancy seeing you here.
oh, we're in character, yes.
What do they call them where you're from? You'll have to remind me.
They call them potato Jeremys.
They do they?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I began recording. Okay,
Okay.
so with that preliminary step out the way,
It's crazy. Anyway.
Are you able to walk over to the post office today, or does it vex you?
Nope. America.
Translate that to me.
My VPN is supposed to be in America, and for some reason that is worse than Netherlands. Even though this entire place is set in there.
Well,
yes, I agree.
That won't do, will it?
Nope.
Shall I
So here I am.
go investigate on my lonesome?
Sure, I will sit here.
Await my return, Masque.
Indeed I will.
Oh, poor bunny. Poor bunny. I want to check the sign, I want to check the mail. Oh, this better not be what I think it is. Ugh. God damn it, sad. God damn it. Well, no mail for myself. But I should check masks. And nothing. Fantastic.
Welcome back.
There you are. Nothing new on the mail front, it seems.
Oh no, how sad. I don't have any new mail either.
I technically had new mail, but
Oh?
can't say I'm thrilled.
Oh, what is it?
It's Zed being mischievous.
Oh?
Pick it up. I'll leave it
It's
for you
this
to
picture,
peruse.
isn't it?
Yes, it's this picture.
Oh, it's a lovely commemoration.
Too right, Masque. Too right. Despicable little creature.
I would never do anything ever. I'm completely innocent.
Yeah, sure, that's definitely something I'd believe. Yeah, can't help but notice you took my advice.
Yes, it's quite perfect right there. I quite enjoy it.
It does
Very
look
pretty.
lovely on you.
It's not your actual core item, though.
Yeah, I know we discussed this. I would hope so.
Yes.
Oh. Well, I was actually expecting a little mail, but I suppose it's still taking its time. You know,
Some point, yeah.
I mean, it's. I know we have our thing with Aphon, but I've got mail from more I'm expecting as well.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hope it is good news.
If I'm gonna be honest with you, it's a contract.
Oh, for what?
They've been talking to me about things that, for our safety, I can't talk about.
Oh?
A potential promising future alternative, but I need to pass more details before I commit to any sort of decision, especially when the price they're asking of me is so steep.
What are they asking you?
Well, I forget if I've told you this or not, but they did have my core for a while, and they gave it back.
Yes, I remember that.
Asked them. They want something more substantial than just my core item.
Jeez.
They want my soul.
Oh, your soul. What would that entail?
That's just it. I don't know just yet. They're meant to be sending me a contract with all the details soon, so hopefully I'll have it figured out by then.
Would you still be able to go into heaven?
The details right now, Masque, they're shaky. I couldn't tell you what it means just yet. I'm hoping to get more information today, if... should Aphon respond.
The surge.
The surge. I suppose that's wilderness tax.
Indeed.
Come on, let's go somewhere a little more private.
Right.
Let me flick through my list of waystones. Where do I want to go? Here we are. Just up here.
Up here. I do enjoy this place.
Nice, secluded. Nice view as well. It reminds me of simple things, wilderness.
Yes, I agree. Quite nice and calming. Little shops, community and everything.
Feels like one of the few places people are actually united in purgatory.
I can agree with that.
We take what we can get though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say, I've been thinking of this recently.
Mm-hmm.
What is it you do for fun in your free time?
I usually just brew drinks, test things for fun, just kind of finding out what works, what doesn't work, with different foods and everything. Otherwise, I just kind of sit in my burrow and just play music to myself and sit around. Nothing too special or anything, but
I mean,
I enjoy it at least.
It's good that you have those things to keep you busy.
What do you do?
Well, I would have loved to give you a nice, elegant answer, but more than anything, it's just trying to combat the loneliness. I don't do well on my own, as I've been learning. I don't really have much in the way of hobbies. Most of my time is spent either trying to find people or trying to keep away from them. Especially...
Well, if you ever desire the company, you can always just find me and ask me. I'm usually in very obvious places, or in my burrowed broth blossoming, so if you go to blossoming and just kind of call out, you can most likely find me.
So you say you're in obvious spaces. You have to remember, Bunny, you're quite a small one. Hard to keep a track of you all the time.
I guess, yes. I am small. I can deny it no longer. I'm small.
It's hardly a subtlety of yours. But...
No, not really.
You don't exactly deal in subtlety, do you, Masque?
No, Jester should be in front of everyone and showing off and everything.
I'd say loud and proud, but what pride is there in the line of work for a fool?
Loud and loud.
That sounds
Loud
more
and
like
silly.
your style. Loud and silly, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a different way of doing things.
Yes, but it usually brings smiles to people's faces. Most people are always so stuck in their head of worrying about things and thinking everything has to be completely subtle, all quiet and everything, yet just appearing and shouting a funny joke will usually get them out of that stupor and get them to realize that things aren't as complicated. Things are simpler than they seem.
I suppose you're right. I think trying too hard is definitely the enemy of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned being stuck in one's head. It's, I find it funny you make the idea of stuck in the mud so much more appealing than that.
Well, one is one you can clean off, the other you have to, have therapy about. I feel like one's much easier to get rid of than the other. That is it's simple.
Some way to look at it, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
So you play music, huh?
Yes, I do. I play many instruments.
Do you have any of them on you right now?
Do you want to see?
Oh,
Look at the bottomless rose.
Oh, you are certainly versed in this.
Yes, I have many. Is there a song you would like to play in particular?
I have nothing specific in mind, just whatever muses you.
I think this will work well. We sit over and watch the sunset. Oh, that is not how you spell sit, anyway. There we go. That's one
Impressed.
of my favorites.
You certainly are talented.
It brings some, like, breath into the wild.
I suppose it does. Truly a bunny of many talents.
Thank you. I try my hardest. If you have any songs you would like in particular, I can always attempt to learn them.
It's been a while since I've considered such an opportunity, but if something comes to mind, I'll be sure to let you know. I think the songs from your own heart are more than I could ever need.
I have another song if you'd like to listen to it. I'd like to play it if you would listen.
I'll gladly listen. I shall get comfortable.
One works better on keyboard.
Impress me.
There you go. It's one of my favorites.
It's truly incredible.
Thank you.
You have a way with, well, what don't you have a way with?
Try to jack of all trades and whatever.
Normally that's followed with master of none, but I wouldn't believe such a thing to be true with you.
No, the entire saying is, um, jack of all trades is better than a master of none, if I remember right.
Oh,
Or, let me try and remember it. The entire saying is completely different than, I think, let me find it. Jack of all trades, master of none, though oftentimes better than master of one.
I see.
So it says that it's usually better to not be as perfect, and you don't have to be the best at anything, but you can still be good at everything. And sometimes just being good at everything is better than being really good at one thing.
Suppose that's true. That was always, I think, my issue was I put so much effort into mastering our stage play and getting the performance right and making sure our crowd work was on top of it all. I tunneled really into the whole thing. For me at the time, it defined me. It was all I had. Trick was always so much better at the bigger picture. I think it's also the same reason I was so dead set on being a scapegoat for people. I didn't care for the ramifications. I just saw a way I could maybe help people out through admittedly cruel ways, but all I could see was that it would help in the end. And I didn't even consider the hurt it would cause along the way. Didn't think about the cost it would have upon myself. I think the bigger picture is becoming a lot clearer now. Life is so much more multifaceted than just one goal.
That's what I have thought for a while. It's why I think I became a jester. I can remember it very vaguely. It's hard to think about, but I obviously have my childhood memories and hard to remember, but one of the biggest things was that I wasn't good at anything. I wasn't a master crafter. I wasn't a person who could speak very well at the time. There wasn't a couldn't play the instruments very well, but I couldn't do anything like that. I wasn't good at anything in particular. And so instead of becoming good at something, I became good at everything. I learned how to learn things quickly. I learned how to practice and learn things at rapid paces. And I was able to quite quickly get better at things, but everyone kept complaining that I wasn't practicing enough. And I have somewhat lived by a jack of all trades, master of none, as I wasn't born with being able to be good at anything, so I became good at everything. Or at least try to. Learning's just understanding, and you can learn to understand things very easily.
I'm enjoying to begin understanding you.
I have been really enjoying understanding you. Your mind is beautiful.
Yours is certainly puzzling. A lot more than I thought it might be on the surface, but I suppose the masks kind of betray your complexities in such a way. I think
Yes,
for some...
the masks are the ease of people others than I. That obviously easy to feel your own emotions and explain them, but it's for other people trying to understand your body language and everything. It is hard and confusing and a struggle, but you wear a happy mask, then everyone will know that you're happy.
Tell me, are you content with that line of being? If you had a different option, hypothetically, if you could choose the way you felt, would that be preferable?
I don't know. I usually don't think about hypotheticals when kind of like this. And so it's kind of struggle. And there's a different... You say choose how I feel, but I do. That's the thing. I am one of the few people who can choose how they feel. Most people just act on instinct. They feel something and it happens. It just feels that way. They don't choose how they feel, but I'm one of the few who can, and I don't know if it's freeing, liberating? Liberating. Don't know if it's freeing or if it's a cage that keeps me down or something. I am quite glad for the masks of being able to choose and change my emotions, but I wish they wouldn't. Well, I don't know. It's confusing to think about. I'm still learning it somewhat to this day.
I had a follow-up question, but I realize it's maybe in poor taste.
What is your follow-up question?
I was going to ask if the idea that you could lose your ability to feel is a feeling that scares you, but I've already taken that away.
Just as fire burns buildings, it also warms the heart. Everything is good and bad. There's nothing that is just good or bad. Everything is in between. Nothing has two sides. A coin has two sides, but everyone forgets about the side. It's not like they are separate. They are just separated by a small rim which could be taken away. Why? What's to say there's a coin with no two heads or two tails? The only thing stopping that from happening is people following these norms, these social norms or anything like that. These things that they believe are correct, these things that are okay and everything. But maybe it is because I am a jester and have jester's privilege and I do not feel the same. I don't feel the need of societal norms, but I think a coin is a coin. It doesn't matter if it's head or tails.
Your words will never quite make sense to me, but I love to hear them anyway.
I've been told I'm somewhat confusing.
Your eloquency is unmatched, my dear bunny. Like I said, you don't always make sense, but I'm glad to hear your voice nonetheless.
I love your voice too. I really would recommend not standing on the trapdoors because I keep getting tempted to open them.
Oh wait, the trapdoor. Oh goodness.
Yes, all these corners are trapdoors.
Well, thank you very much for notifying me of that.
Yes, that's why I told you to remember. Because there is a point where it will just become funny for the bit. I'm like, I feel like he knows, but he's just doing it deliberately. No.
No. Okay, well, thank you for informing me of that.
No problem.
You are set to make me look like a fool, aren't you?
I don't try. I think I make everyone a fool around me because they don't feel they need to be normal. Because I'm also a fool.
Oh, that's a better answer than I was hoping you were going to give. I was worried you were just
Think
gonna call
about
me
it.
a fool outright.
Everyone's a fool. Everyone's a fool that just wears fancy clothes. Like, if you're meeting the king, you obviously want to stay calm, but in the inside, everyone wants to be, fuck you, take a shit, or whatever. Everyone just follows these weird rules that people made up. They can help you, but also they limit creativity. The foot diapers.
you
Plate.
summoned a plate mask.
I need to do something real quick.
Take your time, bunny. Take your time. Silly creature.
Anyway, let's not realize that might be an item.
I won't question it. Not your antics. I know better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Do inform me when you are quite finished.
Yes. Well, while we wait, I can play you a song. Either. Not perfect, but
I thought I told you this, Mask. I don't need perfect from you. Try not to run too far with that idea in mind. But I don't need perfect from you. I just need you. That would be enough.
alright. There are a few songs that seem to be many different notes at once, and it gets kind of confusing, but I try my hardest.
Hey. We just agreed, right? You're not the master of the trade.
No, I'm not.
Merely
And
the
I'm
jack.
fine with that. Yes.
Shall we make our way down, see if we might have missed a delivery, and if not, we can maybe go check Avon's temple?
Oh, we should. You sure? Yeah. Sorry, I'm being given things.
Horrifying. Oh, for God's sake. Look what the fucking
What is?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, get back here! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you looking at us? We're in character.
My goodness. I'm also recording, so you're on camera.
Why are you looking at us?
I was about to go up there myself. I didn't know you were.
Well, we're not there anymore, so feel free. That's so funny.
Oh.
It's just opening the trap door and seeing you look up at us.
It's almost as if you were eavesdropping, but I know you likely don't care enough for that.
No, I didn't hear a single thing any of you said.
There was nothing of importance being said, just a little foolery.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I didn't really care. I was just gonna sit up there and relax for a bit, but.
Oh, we're not stopping you.
Well, I mean, I'm down here now. It's boring being alone. I didn't know anybody was around at the moment.
Well, I mean, I'd love to stop and chat, but if we did so, we'd be here the rest of the night.
Well, we might need to wait a bit because we haven't been told that they're ready yet. Anyway.
Because, Cassie, you've been developing a bit of a reputation around Purgatory. Spend enough time around here, it tends to happen, and you, sir, are someone of many words. Many, many words. Maybe more words than is advisable.
God forbid I like to talk to people.
Well, there's a difference between talking to people and what happened at the Orem Heights meeting, which I shouldn't need to reiterate. Hey look, you're the one that handed me a book with all of these listless apologies in them, which, look, I appreciate that you want to move on from that. I appreciate the sentimentality of it, but you do need to...
sound like you do, because you just called it listless.
You just need to buck your ideas up a little bit. I wouldn't want you saying the wrong thing in front of more and them actually being wrathful with you. At the meeting, they were merely annoyed with you, much to your benefit, because you've been given a proverbial second chance here. Try not to incur their wrath again, or it might not be just a warning shot next time.
Yeah, that, I'll admit, as much as, you know, I said my aggressions were misplaced, I also understand that getting more angry is probably not in my best interest either.
There's a time and place to hold your disdains for those above, and directly to their face is not the smartest idea.
Okay, I don't recall ever saying anything directly to them. I thought it was more they were angry at me because I was aggressive with you.
You're very aggressive with me, like.
I was. But I don't see how that's a personal slight at all.
Well,
Because Treat and More are very close. They're like friends, kind of the... Yes.
it started off very boss employee, but the more time I spend with them, the more I've begun to realize that they're not entirely different from us, and I care about them, and I think they care about me too. Hence,
You mean, like, you know, they're not entirely different other than being a god and constructor of purgatory.
yeah, but they still think and feel like we do. Maybe to more extreme lengths in Moore's case, but
So I was
hell.
gonna say, if I built purgatory,
No, this is Purgatory.
I was starting a sentence, Bunny. Thank you very much. In any case, they were someone who I entered a contract with initially. I gave them my core in exchange for protection and other such benefits, but in an unprecedented case, especially for more, they actually agreed to give me my core back. They didn't choose to hold it against me. I mean, not entirely. They'll still help me and I'll still help them, but they don't have my core anymore. So, technically speaking, I could just run off and find other ways to protect myself and go against them entirely, and all they could do is be upset about it.
I have to imagine my core is still in their hands. I've never even gotten it.
Well,
especially after that, you know, that whole...
Lay your cards right, Cassie. They should give you it eventually. If there's one thing these architects try their best not to be, it's unfair. At the end of the day, they still have people to answer to. Yes, they made this place, but they made this place for a reason. And thus, they've got people to answer to. So they can't play completely willy-nilly with all of this stuff.
I get what you're saying, though. Do you all want some leftovers? I just did some food prep, and it's pretty
Sure.
good. Can you eat? Can either of you?
I can eat anything. I'm an omnivore.
I've got a good stack of fish. I'll be good.
Well, the steak and potato. I mean, it's more about the taste than practicality.
I'm gonna eat them both.
You have to remember, I'm a feline. What do you think tastes better to me? Some meat potatoes or a nice juicy salmon?
I mean, there's nice juicy steak in it, but I get what you're saying.
Steak pales in
Right.
comparison to the salmon.
Surf and turf.
Well, you can have the turf mask, and I'll keep the surf all to myself.
I'm saying you two could you can keep fighting about it, about fish and steak. What if you just have surf and turf, and you can both enjoy it?
You're just saying words. That's not.
The surf and turf is a food that is basically just steak and fish, or meat and fish. Land turf? No, it's because it's surf. Well, no, because it's also it could be like pork and a different fish, or like lamb and salmon or something like that. It's basically a fish. It's a fish called surf, and a land animal called turf. Surf and turf.
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway, they're ready if we want to go now.
Have we got business to attend to?
I think so. Yes.
Well, I won't keep you. You know,
Right.
I just wanted to have a little chat. I've been kind of I've just been off to myself a bit. You know, I want to get out a little more. Been kind of holed up. I won't lie. So you all have fun with whatever race you're attending to.
Thank you.
Well, if it's meant to be fun, I don't know. But I'm over talking.
Up on, little bunny.
I'm already on.
We got places to be. There you are.
You're on the other way. There we go.
You scared me, you little thing. Wanna hitch a ride so you don't
Sure.
fall in the water? Can't imagine it's very good for your form.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll drop you off right there. What's your problem?
It's called me getting a message from Apen Store saying I love gay people.
We've earned the favor of the gods.
Anyway,
Well, bunnies first.
1 second. I had to do that. Hello, Hafen.
Hello, Mask.
Good
morrow,
morrow, Afen.
Did you get my letter?
I did.
That's fantastic. Do you have an answer for it?
I'd be happy to.
Oh, fantastic.
Just
Are you
one more time.
ready?
Are you sure this is what you want?
Absolutely. I can say with pure agreement that I want this.
Pinky promise?
Yes, I got a bit of gold in it, but
Brilliant. Let it be.
let it be. So what do we need to do?
Nothing more than give me whatever mask you're willing to sacrifice.
I think I want to sacrifice the Sadness mask. That treat brings me enough joy that I won't be needing it, I think. Is that good?
Oh,
Oh, you got one. You got it. It's quite beautifully made.
indeed.
Yes.
Thank you, Avon.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. How do you feel?
Better.
That's good. I feel better. Oh, you'll feel better at least. I didn't want you to feel worse after it.
I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. Or maybe that
Well.
was just me putting you down. Who knows?
Hey, a burden shared is a burden halved.
Too right. Too right.
Mm-hmm.
Masque, could I ask a favor? One more for you.
Yes, what do you need?
Could you wait outside for me? You know those things I said earlier I couldn't mention to you?
Yes, okay.
I won't be
Leave you
long.
to it.
I'll be safe.
Right. I'll be waiting.
Greetings, Ethan.
Hello, Treat.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's no surprise, as I've mentioned before, that your brother and I talk a fair bit.
Mm-hmm.
And they've certainly left me with questions as of late that, against their wishes, I wish to discuss with you, if you are alright with keeping that secret from them.
More than delighted.
I should have known I could rely on that. Look, I've mentioned for some time that I hope for a future that's beneficial to especially the players, if not everyone.
Mhm.
And after some talks with more, they dangled an opportunity in front of me that as of yet they've not expanded upon, but I would, if you're willing to share it, of course, I'd like to know more about these nomadics that they mentioned to me.
It's a simple answer. It's simply a group of individuals consisting of angels and demons that deal with the interdimensional issues and tasks. One of those being purgatory.
Is that what you and your brother are a part of?
By extension, I believe we work for them.
Right. Well, Moore mentioned to me that at the cost of my soul, of course, that they might be able to put me forward into such a thing. They've promised to provide more details before I commit to any such decision, but I wanted to hear from you if such a thing were even possible, or if I'd just be signing my soul away to your brother for nothing.
You'd be signing your soul away to my brother for a chance. Not a guarantee.
I see. I appreciate your transparency on the matter.
It's my pleasure.
I've been meaning to ask as well. Like I said, currently I'm getting pretty much one side of the story of things from him. But how are you feeling generally about the state of purgatory? I know last time we talked, you seemed generally a bit apathetic towards ongoings, and I can understand that in your position, but how are you finding the state of things now?
Displeased.
Could I inquire as to why?
The meddlings of my brother are ruining the system that we try to establish.
I figured that would be the case. It seems, unsurprisingly, that it's known that most of the stirring of the chaos was Moore's doing. Do you intend to retaliate? I do ask this, of course, with our secrecy in mind. I know I've technically betrayed your brother's trust by coming here and asking this of you, but while I've extended to them my loyalty in the past, and I still intend to be there for them where it matters, I have been agreeing less and less with the methods of which they've been going about all this. I sympathize with the struggle, but I don't want it to come at the cost of everyone here, so...
If it gets to a point, it might be necessary. But I must wait until I am absolutely sure that it is required. Something like that would hurt everyone here.
I suppose that's fair. I appreciate your caution for all of this. I used to look upon you very unfavorably. Obviously, through Moore's lens, you were not exactly painted in a fine light, but I'm glad I get to have these talks with you when I can. I feel like there's more humanity to the two of you than I would have expected.
A little unknown fact is humans came before all of us. So that's natural.
Oh. This place does contain so many mysteries. Knowledgeable as you are, I see why January likes you so much. I'm assuming, in terms of other ways forward to save the people here, the well is still dry. I would assume.
I am doing what I can in reparation, or providing favors essentially to those he's hurt, but for now, stopping him is not in the cards.
Well, I appreciate the damage control you are enacting. I know his effects have been hurting many people. And as much as I don't want to betray the trust of anyone, especially more at this point, as I said, I've grown disillusioned with his methods, and if there is any such way I could, I don't know, have any help in that regard, have any effect on him that might tone things down, if you think there's any way I can help. I know obviously I sit in a position that is maybe difficult to trust, but if that's a trust you're willing to extend to me, I'm willing to help in any way I can.
I hear his plan is to ripple the waters until heaven feels the need to step in.
That is
And
what he's told
in
me.
doing so, either they themselves or forcing me to bring his daughter back.
It's terribly risky.
It's not only putting everyone here at risk, it's actively hurting them for his own benefit.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I can't. As much as I sympathize with him, I can't deny that what he's doing is selfish. It is hurting people.
He's obsessed with this idea of a daughter that never truly existed.
I would have hoped that there were a chance for that hole in his heart to be maybe filled with the likes of us, but he has seemed lasered in on this idea now. I fear there's no turning him back through kind words.
He's in too deep with his grief. He has not moved past regret and anger and denial.
I see that. Should a war happen to break out between everyone, I mean, heck, I don't know where I'll stand in the whole thing. I'd be opposed to it, of course, but knowing more, I'll be forced to do something, but currently, I'm running low on ideas and trying to just enjoy the smaller things in life while we still have a hold of it. But if there's any idea that you think I could assist with, like I said, I'm closer to him than most are at this point. Maybe I could be of some use, but shouldn't any idea like that come around, either, well, I mean, I'm sure you'll have your ways of getting such a message to me.
I will let you know, but with what the turmoil is being caused by, anyone who were to question it other than I would be gravely hurt in the process of trying to get him to come to his senses.
Indeed. In any case, Afen, thank you very much for your time today with everything. The answers, the trade, you've certainly done us good.
It's my pleasure.
I hope the coming days and weeks are kind to us all.
As do I.
Till then, take care.
Take care, Treat.
Alright, there you've ended up.
Hello.
Oh.
Sorry, I was editing the practicing the song again to get somewhat nicer.
Sorry for taking so long. I certainly
No
lasted
problem.
longer than I expected.
You work out everything you needed to?
I've got what I can for now. Hopefully, we can use it to strive towards something better.
Alright, well, would you like to go now?
Well, up on real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna set you down nice and gently. Obviously, mind your step.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, this is a beautiful...
I can't help but notice when you sit down, you are like a flickering shadow, my dear bunny.
I don't know why that is for people. Not for me, but I don't know.
Goodness knows why.
Yeah.
I was never really one for water, but I can't deny how beautiful this view is.
It's delightful.
I can tell you by experience, descending into those depths is certainly not a fun experience, though.
Mm.
Were you there when that happened? I don't think you were.
I can't seem to remember it. I'm guessing not.
One of the last times recently I'd had interacted with Konoma.
Oh,
It was right after I died.
oh, no.
They had... Well, I had run away here. Obviously, it was during the hunt, so... Storming rain plus this tumultuous ocean was certainly a catastrophic sight.
Mm.
Konoma would find me here, question me about everything, at which point I had no answers. They were beyond me still. And then, that was the first time I'd felt the Enigma's stare for such a long time.
Mm.
Have you felt it?
I felt it occasionally, like when January or one of the others glanced by me, but not fully.
Oh, hold on. There we go. Apologies.
Oh, good.
The longer those stairs lock with you, it feels progressively more crushing. I believe it's unique to them all from what I understand.
Oh.
Konoma's was very fitting. I remember I stood right here. And they stood at the entrance, stared me down.
Hmm.
I felt that I could see the world around me. It grew dark, but for a lone spotlight focused on my person. At the time, B was really fond. They had the spotlight all to themselves. I need to change my phrasing. I need to remember that B is not a separate entity. It's just who I was.
Mm.
I don't wish to make them an excuse. I'll start from the top. At the time I stood here, that lone spotlight on me, I felt powered. I felt like nothing could hurt me. There was an orchestra. It swelled and crescendoed, and it grew and grew and grew. The spotlight beaming brighter and brighter. It was a crushing sensation. I knew if I had stayed in its thrall for any longer that it would have done me in. It grew so dark, so crushing. Spotlight. It felt like a laser by the end. Which is why I threw myself off the temple. To get away from the pressure. Once again, just me running away from my problems. I think since then I've been afraid of the spotlight. More so than I realized. I always had that sense that I was never meant to experience it alone. That we were supposed to share the spotlight, you and I, but that interaction with Kanoma never made the thing feel any more crushing than it did back then.
The spotlight can be crushing, I can definitely agree with that. In the chess game, there was a moment where, like, still spotty memories, but Stuart, as I stood in the middle of the board, said that the spotlight was on me, and it was confusing. I didn't like the feeling of being in center stage and just standing there on my own, not surrounded by anyone.
Stuart said that.
Yes, that was the game. The controller and said, Masque, there in a spotlight. It's been shining on you. I didn't like it. I think it was more said in the heat of battle, but interesting.
No, I haven't spoke to Stuart in some time. It certainly sounds different from the Stuart I know. Oh, I fear in that time maybe they've learned a lot more about themselves as well. I like the times we have now.
I do too.
Well, they seem scary and dark, dangerous. And like the sand is running quicker through the hourglass than it ever has before. I'm so glad I don't have to experience such a thing alone.
We are now together, so we don't have to face things alone. We don't have to face the spotlight on their own.
That crushing pressure we can handle together.
Four hands are better than two.
4 hands are better than 2. Say, would you instill your deepest trust in me once more?
Yes, what is it?
I know yesterday you made a very big step for me. You let me peek at what truly lay underneath. I won't, truly, if you are not okay with doing such a thing again, I won't ask you to. If you are comfortable and safe with doing so, I want to run one more test.
What test do you want to run?
I truly want to see how much you can feel and remember without the mask.
Okay. you mind if I sit in your lap for comfort?
Of course. Have it no other way.
Alright, I'll take it off.
Well, I shall lift that beautiful face of yours up to my own. And I will show you love.
That's the first time I've had this mask on. Well, not the first, but I.
So what of that did you feel? What of that did you remember?
I remember I felt it. Felt very nice, thank you. Made me very happy.
If we ever run into a world where you find yourself devoid of masks, I'll still be here to love you.
If this world turns to the ground and whatever plans come around, I'll still be there to love you.
Thank you. You know, it's been a very emotional day, a very tiring day. What a better place to sleep than in the sanctuary of a temple under the stars.
I'll play you a song as you fall asleep. I've been working on it to make it sound a little better.
Don't be afraid to cuddle in. My arms are open for you.